Hey friends, and welcome back to the vlog. Today is Tuesday. It is July the 30th, so tomorrow's the last day of July, and then we go into August. Give me a brush your hair for you. She brought me the detangler spray and the hairbrush. So the public school around here actually starts school Thursday, August the 1st. And normally I start when they do, but that just felt so early to me. I'm not ready to start Thursday, y'all, because I still got a few things to do here in the schoolroom. I have the desks coming, so we've got to set those up. So that gives me time. So we'll just start next Wednesday on our first day of school, which will be I said it was August the 6th, but I think it's August the 7th is when we're going to start back. I'm going to work some more on my planner too. Plus my plan today and tomorrow is to sit down with my computer and to make everybody not necessarily a time by time schedule, but like a flow of the day kind of schedule. Except for my two high schoolers, I will make them a little bit more of a strict schedule. My 11th grader, Allie, she really likes that kind of structure anyway. She likes to know like what's next. So I'm going to kind of make her a little bit more detailed. So that's my hope, is to get on. I think I can create that on like Canva maybe. I'm going to look at some templates on there and create some kind of schedules, chore charts, just to hopefully make our school year go a little bit more smoothly if everybody knows what they're doing. Because last year, y'all, I found out I was pregnant on August the 25th. We had already started school, and y'all know first trimester fatigue is like, it's bad. Like you're pretty much just surviving. You're doing the basics, and that's about it in your first trimester or pregnancy. So we got all, I mean, we did good doing school, but it was not as structured. We didn't have like schedules to go by. I don't know, it was just kind of like a day by day thing to get our school done. And a lot of my kids like to know what's next instead of having to come and ask me, Mama, what do we do next? And that way it frees me up too, while they're not always saying, what do I do next? What do I do next? It's on the list. That's what you do next. So anyway, that's what I'm going to work on the next couple of days. I really came in here in the schoolroom playing these little timers, y'all. I wanted to share that with y'all. I found them on Amazon, and they're like 30-minute timers, 20 minutes. You're playing with them, 10 minutes, 1 minute, which is a really good visual. You really don't have to worry about them breaking either, because they're plastic, so they're not going to break. Which I really like. They're not glass. And I think that's a good visual for the kids to see how long they have on, like, say, a handwriting. Like, you work 15 minutes on handwriting. When this is up, you're done. Or spelling words or whatever. So that is a new little addition to our schoolroom this year. I will link those down below. That one is 5 minutes. Can I have my school book, though? You're not supposed to have that. I was looking at this yesterday, going through it. It's one of their language arts books. And then this clock we've got to hang up. It's so pretty. It's green and gold. Also got that off of Amazon. Got to get a battery in it. And I think I'm going to hang it up right there. I think that's a perfect spot for it. You like our clock, Millie?
I think this one.
You going to read? Part of having 3-year-olds in the schoolroom, y'all. Nothing's going to stay organized and clean, that's for sure. And then when Jackson starts crawling, yeah, I'm sure those books will be in the floor. You going to read and play with those? All right, y'all, so it's a while later now. It's after dinner. We actually ended up just having Arby's for dinner tonight. We did roast beef sandwiches. I actually tried something new from Arby's I've never tried before. I got the honey mustard chicken wrap. It was so good. It's like on their, it's not on their like regular menu. What is it called? Like, I don't know. It's separate from like their normal menu, because I was looking online at what they have. It was so good. So if I go back to Arby's, I would get that. I think it was on like $2.99 for the wrap or something. But anyway, I'm getting coffee ready for in the morning, but I wanted to show y'all what I got from Walmart. Y'all probably remember me from last year and the year before. Maple pecan is my absolute favorite coffee. When we had the Keurig machine, I used to use the K-Cups, but now we just do like the ground coffee, and they have it in the ground coffee. So I'm so excited. That's what we're gonna have in the morning. This is my favorite with the caramel creamer. It's just so good together. So I'm gonna fill my jar up, and we're still using the chock full of nuts. I have a big can of that. That's what we've been using every morning, but since I have this new bag, I want to use that for the morning. I'm gonna fill my little jar up here. Also, here in a minute, I will take y'all in the schoolroom and show you what I worked on. I did eventually get on Canva and create a couple of things. Or I just only created one thing for each kid. I still have more to do as far as like a homeschooling schedule goes. This is just like a chore list that I made, but I will show that to y'all. So with this coffee machine, we do 14 cups of water with 7 tablespoons of coffee. And that seems to work pretty good. Even though I made a little bit of a mess, I need to clean up now. This is gonna smell so good brewing in the morning. It's gonna make me think it's fall. All right, got that programmed. Now I need to clean up my mess here where I spilled some coffee. There we go. All right, so now moving on to the schoolroom. I got out my lemonading machine earlier, printed out some things and lemonaded it. So here's what I made. This is just a template on Canva. If you have Canva, it's really awesome. I love using Canva for different things. But anyway, I just made like this little daily chore list for each one of the kids. So Amy's got one, Bethany, I did their names in different colors. And this is just what's expected every morning before school starts. Have their breakfast, brush their teeth, get dressed, do their chore, start their schoolwork, lunch, finish up any assignments that was not finished that morning, feed their animals. They have bunnies and chickens, and then they can clean up and have free play for the rest of the day, whatever time that may be. Because as you can notice, I did not put times there for my smaller kids, because if you have small kids and you have a newborn baby, you're going to get disappointed when everything does not go by that exact time that you set there. So I just have a flow to the day, not a strict schedule. But when we come up here to my high schoolers, Allie and Emily, I did put times beside theirs because they are not the 11th grade and they can follow a time schedule. So now I'm not like going to be like super strict on this. Like if they don't do it exactly by that minute, you know what I'm saying? Like they just have an idea of breakfast. They need to go ahead, and I'm pretty lenient if you ask me. Like some people are going to say 9:15 is too late to start school. Some people are going to say that's too early. We're just doing what works for us. So I want them to have breakfast, get ready for the day, their chore, start school by 9:15 at least. If they get started sooner than that, say they get up earlier, finish the list before that, wonderful. Lunch by 12 p.m., have their chore after lunch, finish up their assignments in the afternoon, phone by 2:30. What that means is my teenagers put their phones away all through the school day. They are not allowed to get on their phones. It's a distraction. So by 2:30 p.m., as long as all school assignments are finished, they can have their phone back. And then that evening is dinner and their evening chore. So they have a little bit more of a stricter schedule, I guess you could say. But yeah, like I said, if they want to get up earlier and start that list earlier and get finished earlier, totally fine for me. And then it's got a little checklist there for each day, and they can just take a little wet erase marker and mark what they have completed. All right, y'all, so it is now the next day. It's a Wednesday, and I have just been working around the house. I'm actually getting ready to do lunch for the kids here in a minute. I already had my lunch, but they're playing outside for a few minutes because it's not too terribly hot out there right now. But I'm in the schoolroom because while Jackson was napping, I worked on my planner for a little while. I'm going to show y'all here in just a minute how I decided to use my planner. I love the concept. I love how I'm using it. I actually got the idea from Dina over at Pursuing Peace. I was watching one of her videos, and I just love the way she had set up her planner. So I kind of took the idea and ran with it, and I'll show that to you here in just a minute. But I was telling Josh this morning that my van has been sitting in the yard since Sunday. I have not left the house since Sunday to go to church. We have just been at home all week getting things done. Amy actually hasn't felt the best this week, so I haven't been able to get the kids out and do anything. So we've just been at home, but Holly does have violin in a little while. She has to go to that. But anyway, I know some of y'all are interested in planner things, so I'm going to show you how I set that up real quick. All right, but here is where I was working earlier with all my highlighters and my pens, all the fun stuff. But anyway, this is what I am doing differently with my planner. A lot of you have already saw my planner. I'm just using the well-ordered homeschool planner. And this is how I'm using it. So I've told y'all before, my 2 high schoolers, they keep their own planner. So for my little kids, I've got them over here. So what I have done is gave each kid a different color highlighter and then just wrote their name on top of that. The top is my to-do for that day, and then the bottom is our loop group schedule. And so for the loop, it's going to be I accidentally put art there on Monday. Art is going to be Fridays, and just kind of in between because my kids just love art so much. That's not something I have to push. But anyway, our loop is going to be geography, science, and history. And so say on Tuesday we get to science, I'll just mark that box and I will not mark geography or history off. The next day, if we get to history, I'll just check that off and I won't check off science and geography and so forth. I'll do that every week. That way I know how many lessons we got done that week with each one. And up here, my to-do, like I know on Monday, Allie has an orthodontist appointment. And then, so for Holly, I went ahead and jotted everything down. So math and language arts and handwriting is an everyday thing. Bible and hymns every day, and writing in her journal is every day. So that's not like once a week or twice a week or anything. That's something that's going to be every day, and I know that already, so I went ahead and wrote that down for every child. And then our lessons down here will not be every single day of the week, so that's why it's kind of on a loop schedule. So anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all in case you're looking for ideas like I am sometimes of how to use planners. Originally, this is how I had it set up. I had put the subjects on this side, but then I quickly realized that is just not working because I'm having to put an initial for each child there, and it's just too much, and not everybody fits. So I was looking through and just saw that idea, and that's what we're gonna do. That's what's gonna work. Millie, what's for lunch today?
Pizza.
Pizza, pizza. Everybody loves pizza. I also just made up some more of the protein bites. They're like little energy balls with the oats and the chocolate chips and the honey. And so I just made some of that up, and the kids had one of those. Most of the kids still like these. Millie has gotten to where she doesn't like them anymore. I think she's kind of tired of them. But anyway, that is going to be it for this vlog. I thank y'all so much for hanging out with us again. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button before you leave today. Give this video a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you in the comments. Bye, friends.